This panned away yesterday by CAG on this map against E1, which they won 8-7. So clearly feel they know what went wrong yesterday and they can course correct for today. And we've joked for years.
Space that's been cleared and now the pressure can start, but this first engagement, as I said, they love to explore, and there's a free bit of exploration. Solotov gone a rough tournament. Thinks he might be a second too late, so instead the movement over the top towards the hatch itself. Shuri, he's about to strike, he's about to catch the single bit of watch, and he doesn't quite get the angle. Users paying keen attention, but they stop the plant. The Yokais, they're going for the catch, they're not quite able to find it. EFAC gets it, and BDS, they're able to cement the plant itself. One more body back from the side of Anaton, but you think how close this was.
Look at that.
To not being in BDS's pocket. And they're at least making the use of utility at the tail end of this.
That's what I mean. You just get so overwhelmed by the number of flashes that they have at their disposal to use, and that's only with 3 players up on the board, not all 4. This was a really close round, and I really like the movement that I saw coming out of Cyclops. They found one, but with 2 more to go, and one of those being on the vertical, it's simply not going to happen. BDS taking round 1, and for me, for them,
I believe that's Beast Coast.
I mean, Ashen's gone home, but someone else has got to take on the mantle, I guess, and make a lot of noise.
Ashen lives.
It's crazy.
Shibisu dies. The spirit has left this plane, and, well, so has pretty much everyone here. Everybody has either dropped off the floor or been knocked off it. Finally, Sireneko is fine, and that gives them that clear. A minute left. They have full vertical control. They have 3 of the CAG players killed, and as I said, there was no route, no escape. There's one more, no way! Shuri gone, Anaton, that star player.
Wow.
Seeing stars.
Much better. Even Leakfat looks happy.
Are BDS going to pay it? They seem to have their takes in mind, and they're not really shuffling or shifting too far away from other takes. I say, EFAC with a great catch onto BlackGray, who unfortunately has been not great on that entrance statistic throughout the tournament. Solotov with the swing. Oh, a C4 does get one, but they then get the site. BDS just keep going.
And again, look at how fast these kills all come together from the side of BDS. They move as a unit, but Sireneko's just walked up white here, along with the Jaeger behind him, and retaking ground that they'd lost just seconds prior. Choker could be in trouble if he's not careful to his left-hand side. Steps a little bit closer, flashing back pocket, but the swing comes through, and Sireneko lands a wicked shot, down to a 2 versus 2.
Once again, these 2, the new additions to CAG, are just proving their worth time and time again. Brede versus Users. There are also 2 players that are more than keen around their own fair share of clutches. Have a 2 versus 2, time to build as well, but they're on the wrong side of a mirror window. Users doesn't care. Gets the header, Shurip, and leaves Sireneko on the site. Now the pinches is left and is right. Perfectly played.
But probably also acknowledge they haven't seen that picked up by BDS so far. So a change from them, I imagine, in them seeing the Azami coming along.
I want to see if they can extend those opening 5 seconds, but BDS, they're really playing against it. Users.
I mean, the obvious question is, why have you got a smoke playing off on the roam? Like, this is a site where denial with smokes can be so potent. Yeah, Shibisu's been caught out there without barely a whimper on the other side. You still got Shuri dug in here, still looking to find his first kill of the game, but again, he's being hit from 2 sides by members of BDS. And this is the problem, they just pick off 1 man at a time with these multiplayer pushes. And CAG just don't have a response right now. They are being absolutely eviscerated.
I mean, it's terrifying. It's one of those games that we sort of had in the league where BDS would go against the lower rated team. BlackGray gets 1, sprays and hits a little bit of damage to Users, can't find the connection with the secondary. I mean, needed to take a risk, and Anaton believes in the same theory.
This is just not anything to do with the site, this game. Everything is taking place on the 2nd floor. It's ridiculous.
Oh, Users! He looked away, but still won out the cover. Look, he looks away. It's just that BDS have suddenly stepped back up into a game that has been missing. Solotov gets 1, gets traded. BlackGray was ready and waiting. It was a little bit direct.
It's why BDS versus FURIA was such an excellent game to watch a couple of days ago, is both teams were going at each other. There was always a response. There was always a trade. Here, Leakfat picked off for free. Shibisu walking away with that one. And again, the smoke in a spot to be quite aggressive, but a good spot at least on white here to deny up towards Pixel and can easily back down towards site.
Well, a little bit of a wasted. Will this one peel itself in? They're seemingly going to try and tuck a plant here just inside the reading doorway on towards the default. You don't have to get the most amount of ground. There's the first fight, but he's a smoke canister ahead of him. Users has to go for a quick rotate. They're pulling out pins. There's a play around to his right-hand side that I don't think he knows that, well, he'll actually just pass right by. But at this point, with the kit from BDS having to go in on the reading door, there's the drop of the kit, and there is at least one, but only one, which is currently also Cyclops' round count.
There's so much to try and cover off. Not really going to have the impact they need just yet, but don't count out those extra health points and what it can do for when it comes into those gunfights.
I said they had the chance at a scope, but actually not gone with it. Instead, gets the air jab and gets themselves adventuring. There's one and almost a second looked onto them and brings the balance back. Solotov suffers, holding onto Whiskey window, but he's
out blind, of which he saw you put the air jab down. It's simply not going to happen, but I do fear it's a bit late now. It looks like they're inside the building.
Oh, Jesus. Drifts
He's on one today.
Drops Shuri. 10 kills, no deaths yet, and an assist, fair enough. Solotov wants this fight, and the fight kind of wants him a little bit. They're still trying to keep the pressure up to buy time for potentially Cyrenaico to get his way back up towards the site itself. Chibisu is holding on, but here it is. Cyrenaico on that approach. Now, I'm thankful he didn't try and charge up the stairs, because 100% that would have gone wrong. Chibisu goes a little bit right.
That's not the way it needs to go, man. Solotov in a fantasy team can't do me like this. Chibi into a second as well, and again, this is where BDS sometimes start falling apart. It's the only real, I won't say the only weakness I've seen, but the main weakness I've seen is when they do lose a player or two in silly positions, that team play starts to fall apart, and you've seen it there where Chibisu's opened a gap and got away with a couple. But BDS has managed to get a plant down with 3 CAG players still up. They've got to hold off now against potentially a multi-side push in.
Oh, the first fight is Chibisu's. It's all down to users. Will this be the round where he finally gets the end of his statistic? 3 players encircle him, and this is the pressure. Nice. It only takes one of them. CAG, 2 rounds. Just taken enough on the top. They're going for the cover. They're able to get it. Oh, he got it! Just in time! Finds the tip of the plant covered by the audio. It's a brilliant play, but they're going to go for the long arm. EFAC's on the kit. They don't really know. They don't really have the position. There's the spray. They're too late. No, they just get it.
That's unreal. Oh,
somehow finds the split. There's the pop back. Cyrenaico and Anderton, they've got control of the top of the stair set. The important power position on the swing. Users, he juggles. BDS on the kit now. They're like, Users, you're killing. There's the cover. Tucked round, rotated on reading, they've pushed up, he's at the post, and he goes for the knife! But look at the time, Derry! It takes 1 shot, 1 bullet, 1 position, no!
What was that round? Wow!
Gray's roll, but Black Gray has struggled on entry. Oh, and he's just shy of finding the fight a second ago. Forced the smoke cover, saw a player, wins it anyway, and everybody's dead. Wow.
You got to win those. and again, I gave a lot of praise to BDS, and so I'll do it to CAG as well. A good team play moment there where they took 3 gunfights at the same time, but if you say it so often, it may be an FPS. It's an FPS at its heart. You've got to win your gunfights.
From everything that would have been brought into the tournament. Shaiko takes a little bit of damage, I think, from a Capital bolt on the far side. Solotov's position will get forced, and Shaiko will get shot. The pressure's in Cigar, and Solotov's actually going to try and cut his way across. Does get a lot of damage. There's the end. EFAC with the C4 as well, and suddenly Shurip and Cyrenaico again shut out. Chibisu at least catches one of the fleeing players. But with the
it's bad. You've lost the tools that you need for an execute for the setup. The defenders have lost Elysian, okay, Azami. All right, you'd rather have this barricades than not, but you'll take this every single day of the week. EFAC's come in, found himself 2. It's like a shooting gallery at a carnival. It's a 3K for him in the round, and Users, of course, has to get his 1, gets the kill. And for BDS, that was so easy.
It's worrying, I think, but unfortunately, little pocket of intel, the line. That hefty wall down the middle of the building is going to be that attempt on the break. Shaiko's inside. Okay, sure, but he's otherwise got his fancy spectacles on, and he's happy to do just that. Tears the head off of Cyrenaico with the line in. The clash is just revealing all the position. Shuri might have been able to move forward, but Solotov knocks Chibisu right back. EFAC underneath, and wow, it's just Shuri left. Uh-oh. Does the damage, doesn't get the kill.
But doesn't get the kill, no. Losing, you know, 6 drones inside 60 seconds. Here, they've only lost a couple inside half a round, so much better.
EFAC finds the first. Black Ray gone. The buck removed, and there is obviously some pretty nice usage of the rotations. The possibility of a sort of buck getting into these shenanigans, but again, Black Ray just having a very rough.
Great C4.
Perfect C4. Shaiko
gets rid of Cyrenaico taken out by Shaiko.
Again, there's the utility. Shaiko is looking for another engagement, trying to prolong it here with Chibisu. They've been able to get themselves in, but again, look at where they have to push. You talk about this line, you talk about the pressure, we talk about utility. They're trying to send a fight on a single door because that's all they have.
And they've got nothing on Shrine window, so Users is really uncontested up there. So this means BDS know the push has to realistically come through a single doorway. Like, this is not going to bother them at all. The only X factor they've got is Shuriep on the display window. He's all they can really rely on to make a difference here, but it's looking rough.
Anaton does find Solotov. They're drifting with the long-range angles, but Shaiko's position should net a kill very shortly. Tucks for the cover of the blind itself, holding on the door. There's the spray. They did get two, and suddenly one.
Hello?
Okay. Exploded their way into sight. Users was uncontested, and now he is the only contest left. But time is that factor. 10 seconds. They're trying to get themselves the cover of the kit. They have the pings exactly on where the player is. Users finds it, but cannot get the connection. Shuriep.
But don't actually realize this is as close as it gets. They know that he's there, but they simply can't snip him out. And he makes the run, and sure enough, Blackray gets the head. The drone being sacrificed is a little bit of bait to go back.
So far, but with the chance of getting the breaching on the back end, rotating the exothermic. Instead, they're just going to try and risk it and roll it and get this. If it gets caught out, it's a bit of a disaster. Solotov, he goes down in the meantime. They're not going to stick around and see what happens left. Will he get recollected? But there's 20 seconds. Whatever happens next is, do they really have enough time? The roll of the Candelas. Anaton rolls over Shaiko. Bride's on the back, but he's blind. Shuriep finishes one. Bride does hold down the line. Looks for the second, but it's swung. Another 1 versus 2 for Users against Shuriep and Sironeko. This time, Shuriep's going to hold on to the kit and get the plant. He's not able to die. Same place, same death.
Not individual players dropping off. Everyone's got back to more safe positions. And Shuriep's down here as well, potentially being finished off. Oh, just about sees him, but Shoko can't find him. And can't hang around anymore unless you lose your own life trying to finish him off. No! Shibisu's gone in to save him. And guess who's there? Users.
Users gets the kill, gets the retake, baits the player, and
C4 over.
Well, at this point, I mean, they're going for the cross. They take some damage, Shaiko. There is some more pressure coming through, and they do get themselves close to Shuriep, but they don't want to make the risk as of yet. The pickup is happening. Users is just holding the line for now. Do they know about how aggressive his position is? They find out there's the trade
Not another. Get crawling, my man. Right round to that back corner. Shuriep's gone.
And there's deaths all across the board. Blackray, the only player left standing.
Why not hit side?
Oh, why not hit?
Okay, a round worth forgetting, I think, for Cyclops. Double thing in the middle. They just kept it the whole way through.
Right, okay.
Funny people.
Well, this is maybe going to be a little bit brisk. Shuriep's in, and he's right on mini-boss, smashes his way through and gets down. How did that happen? The trade comes out in their favor, straight through the site. Solotov trying to go for the retake here. They're doubled up the same set as theirs. The castle will slow them down. The post plant is about to be upon us because, well, the Solace decided to try and go for the fight flat instead. And now, BDS trying to rebuild what was absolutely ripped from their hands. They thought they would slow the game down with the castle, Derry, but all they did was offer a very direct route for Cyclops to scream their way through. Solotov's out a window that nobody's offering him the engagement on. 20 seconds to try to cross a divide with 4 Japanese guns aimed right at you. There's the first. Anaton can't get the second, but with only 2 seconds to get to the kit. What a round!
And what a read. The offside. Forget about it.
Blackray trying to get in, pressure on towards Shrine, but he's caught. Solotov gets the connection on the back end, able to hold the position, and you are 2 bodies short. So even if you win this fight, if they leave, well, they're not leaving. Does the trade, but
okay.
I mean, now it is just Jibisu left. The 4 versus 1, and I think it's fair to probably call this an even half.
What a funny half it has been as well. Like, based on the site, you've either seen a ludicrously dominant Cyclops team or a ludicrously dominant BDS team. And it's only really been around that one site that we saw them walk away with 3 rounds on it. It's a real smash and grab operation. And fair play. That now gives them a real good basis to go into the second half.
Do you think BDS are like, we really should have come to this site sooner? We really should have just
maybe second time of our skin we should have taken away from that one, absolutely.
Ow.
The map a little bit too, playing out around laundry and pantry right now, for example, as you can see. Shibisu does hit the deck though. Shaiko's got himself inside a shrine. And this is what I mentioned, normally such a key spot to push inside of. They have now dealt with that angle. True, that's a good point.
How aware they are of Black Gray and how little time they had left. Remember, that was the round that they almost won. The pressure starts to come through. We can see the sort of firebolts moving on. Solotov finds Cyrenaico, and the pressure's on Shuri's position, but he's able to do almost everything. But he can't quite get it. A sliver and a slip away. Bride's hopped up the plant. The Solish is powerless. And we'll just have to watch at this point. The shotgun can't react, does a lot of damage, and there's the end of one. Ifaka splinter from being caught out there.
It's unbelievable.
But Black Gray charging up into a gunfight he knows is about to happen. Almost got a closer connection than he thought he would have. But they're outside on the rappel. They've got the power position with the wall open. Again.
Side of the map. They've made sure it's all been locked down. They've got the Nomad on side to help with that. Flank drones on the setup as well. So now they can start thinking about the side, still with about half the round to play or so. And therein comes the swing. It's a trade elsewhere around the map. Sorry, same spot. Shuri, the one who gets the kill, immediately shut down. Good bit of team play. And then Cyrenaico gets the dome onto Solotov as well.
Solotov's having a great map, but he still has this little moments where he'll get into position, not quite expect what's going to happen next. Here, Shaiko, he's in a very aggressive position, has the flashes if he wants to lead himself around the corner, but he is, you know, still waiting on users to retake the back end. Now they have it.
What's Cyrenaico doing? He's underneath as well, coming up house stairs. He might get behind them here.
He's hoping so. There'll probably be an air jab at some point, wherever Shaiko has left it, but he's not been the sharpest with those. They're trying to trick against the wall of gold. It hasn't entirely worked, so they have to pull themselves back. The flashes come through, and the execute is a go. They're moving in. Bride's in a plant position, but he's trying to catch the fight itself. They're just clearing the space, but underneath the back end, where's the motion? Jibisu gets Bride. The kit's cold. The shotgun's locked and loaded. There's at least a trade out. Shaiko in a 1 versus 2, the third 1 versus 2 we've seen BDS in across this map so far, but this time it's, I mean, for whoever's booked greatest player in the world to demonstrate how it's done, the plant will be confirmed.
Oh man, you just know that this could build up to a Shaiko 1v2. They know where he is. They need to get these two gunfights at the same time. And he spun on the dime a little bit there, not quite sure where the aggression was going to come from. And Cyrenaico spent half that round downstairs, managed to get himself up black, and managed to get the kill. Now they've got to wait. Ooh, tasty diffuser.
Takes you a while, Goyo.
Some barbecue.
That's the lesson that you learn here.
Imagine if we were down to a few seconds less and they had to sit and watch the round lose from there. It'd be unbelievable.
That would be traumatic.
Ugh, crazy.
The fact that obviously the walkway towards delivery is softened. The fact that they can sort of just drive this glass up towards the single door. It gives them a much more direct line. Oh no, they're going
to cursed. I told you.
Glass is cursed, but is Bride blessed? There's a drop from above. Bride will get the plant, get a little bit of a scrape. 2 versus 5. The clash is the worry, exactly. I was about to sort of say, if they can rotate her down, which they do, they can just set Glaz up on that window, cover the approach, get someone behind it and tuck. But Solotov's position here is very important. He can time this with the clash, force the shield to break, do some damage. He is all that is left. Looking for the fight on the back, hit by the air jab. He's gone for the turtle. He's playing the cover. Please, someone defuse. 14 seconds, and they are going to get it.
Crazy. If he'd hit the turn and burn, then Anderson, he would have immortalized himself as a god. Not quite Monty, you can retain your 3 stronger players, and dare I say, you know, results have to. No, you. Shaiko's going to fit. Look, he loves it. Look at the player cam. He's like, let's go, let's go.
Shaiko has killed. Big dog. Shaiko has killed many people.
To be fair, I've seen Shaiko get probably about 4 kills by spraying softball this competition so far. That's a little bit of karma coming back the other way.
Well, there's karma in the form of Solotov. Again.
The only fear that he needs to have in this round is the mute. If someone stood on the mute when that track comes through, it's going to fail. So Liquifat really wants to be finding out the roamers here. Now Solotov's been taken offline as well. No response from BDS. Cyclops have got the man advantage.
Efax finding a fight on the stair set, but with, as you said, the man disadvantage, they don't want to throw themselves into a 1 versus 1 upper stair and hope that they can win it out. Those pings work 2 ways. They're well aware of each other's position. The frag grenade's going to sort of say it.
He fancies it.
They're kind of hoping for the fight.
He's got a
grenades roll downstairs. Cyrenaico gets used and they lose it out anyway. Anaton. I mean, if you want Anaton out for a scrap, very sort of Manchester Major of you, but he's more than happy to run around the back of the venue and go for it.
I think this is going to be like an unofficial tack timeout, as we often call it here, where the boys are just going to use this time on BDS to have a chat. They know they're potentially about to lose this map. Overtime at the very least is guaranteed for Cyclops. They're going up 6-4. Like I say, a 2-0 is never guaranteed. It doesn't matter what teams it is. It's absolutely ludicrous. Oh.
What a comeback here from Cyclops. All of those questions are being sort of answered throughout this map, though. We you know, you have curiosity. You have the, all right, you want to step here, let's see how. Again, unofficial timeout. Probably going to be a proper timeout called after this potentially as well, but it's always tough because it's not that they're a million miles away. This is the furthest the round's been a bit of a difference. This is the furthest there's been of a distance. Do you really want to... Is where they're going to try and rotate back round. They got the early take. We're getting some flashes and pressure in towards Geisha, and they're already in, and Anaton gets Solotov, knocks him right back out. The Grim is gone, and there's nobody instantly on the pick back up. Anaton with the Tubarao, he's been able to buy himself a second, but he's in a very isolated position. He cannot truly, really rotate out of this whilst feeling confident. The C4 goes flying, and half a Brede. The single soft wall and the pressure that's about to hit on towards the swing of drum. There is almost the catch onto it, and the double dip. A 3 apiece. Now, they have some of the drum control, but none of it is confident because Brede is now watching back into it. That's a classic example there of why you want to have these pincer attacks coming in, right? Because Shuri really should have had his man covered there, but both he and the man who was playing inside a box were watching on towards the window where Brede was coming from. And that's how they got the backstab. Now, Shuri hitting the deck as well. Not bad from BDS, 3 versus 2. But 2 smokes. Black Grey, use them, please. 2 smokes, 50 seconds. How much time can be drawn out here? Black Grey can throw them down towards the plant on the back end of B. He's hoping his other teammate can watch onto A. They go for the swing as they go for the deploy utility. Users is trying to get the pinch on the player back towards the back end of goal, but it's Brede that finds the end of them. Black Grey's trying to get himself a pocket of space. He has one more canister in the plant is being confirmed. Cannot win out the fight, Top Black. And BDS, good, real good opponents. There's a Deimos, great play. It's all soft, and it means you cannot trick it out. You've just got to try and hot-foot it. They tried to waste time and tried to waste Solotov as well. Great bit of motion. They said he's underneath us. Can we put the pressure in? But Chibisu is the first to suffer. There is Anaton hitting the deck as well. All the through either. Will he be able to find his man tucked in behind the minibar, though? Surely he knows that he's there, but he really has slipped the net here. Knows that he's on drone as well, finds his man as well, just in case you had to see the electrics. You saw him in front of your face. Shiraneko in a good spot as well, finds the second too. This could be a bit of a swing back here. The kick goes cold. They'll lose it outside the balcony, and now they've been able to get themselves a little pocket of control, but a 3 versus 2 with a lot of time and a lot of big guns is that problem. Users still has pockets full of utility, so the pressure comes its way across the side of Top Black, where they have it. Yes, they're 2 on Top Black. They've got 1 playing on karaoke window, as you can see here. Thank you very much, observers. You get the idea of how this is playing, but they've got to fight through these players on Cyclops to be able to get to the diffuser. 1 small slither, 1 slip of the net, 1 missed drone. These are the small margins that we play to at this level of play. It's a spectacle to behold every single time. Now, sure enough, the backstab. Surely not getting in on this one. He's found 1 for himself. Is this the moment that Cyclops take us into map 3? Finds 1 more. Pistol at the ready. Can't quite find his man. Shiko will bring him down, but Shuri Pia, 10 seconds to hold, and of course he's coming his way up Black as well. They're going to go for the plant. They're watching on the back of the stairs. He's got himself tucked, but it's the Solace. He's swinging around. There's the fight on the corridor. It's a 1 versus 1, and he cannot make it. Shiko! They're on contact. Solotov has moved in under the cover of his gadgetry, of his audio. There's the swing. Beautiful. There's the catch. Sireneko had the awareness, and now the 3 remaining BDS players, they've done a lot of damage to the site, but it's awkward to move and manipulate your way in when they still have all the power positions. Anaton's holding EFAC on the back end of VIP. They've just slipped inside the site. Brede behind the chassis, so they're going to see if they can get the cover from the width, and Brede might be able to stick a plant, but remember where the Solace is. That is something that Brede has to pay keen attention to underneath. They're hoping and baiting, and Brede, as I said, he'll get himself hopped up on the desk. There needs to be action here, and action starts to pop its way around. Chibisu, there's enough to draw focus, 50 seconds. They have time to do this, but not a lot. EFAC hits the ground as well, and Cyclops once again put themselves on map point in a row. The pressure starts on EFAC. Shuri steps in, but doesn't step any further. Waits for some support, and it pops up. The impact gets the spell and a bit of revenge from before. Shuri sounds like a Pokemon name. Cyclops. This last 30 seconds, they're just going to have to figure things out as they go. Well, heavy hits round. Solotov's out the window. An easy pickup there. Nothing to stop him.
Nice trade.
At least the trade. They've got 1 kill and 2 kills on this side, including the clash. Suddenly they've made some action, but very quickly a reaction. 12 seconds left. The kid is cold. Chibisu's trying to find his way through with the cover of BlackRay. They have some of the pings in the conversation, but there's a man to his left that's probably going to strike in a second. There's the swing. There's the pressure. There's the defense round. We are going to a final chance here for Cyclops. Oh, and was he detected there? I don't know if he was. It was a very quick swing. I don't know if they know about Shurip's position. Now they do. Oh, and he's caught by the vertical. The punishment comes, and now the plant is attempted. There's a 3 versus 3. 20 seconds, and the clash is still on the board. They have to try and find the stick. Anaton, he's trying to get territory. Chibisu gets used as Pre-Day. He's going to try and hold on to the stick, but the clash is round the corner. It's Pre-Day versus the world, and the clash is trying to make everything as loud and dramatic and CAG! They have fought back here onto map 2. We are going to a best of 1 to determine who goes home between Cyclops Osaka and BDS.
Imagine the mental that BDS are now going to be feeling. Oh God, it's that man.
They're not messing around.
Fear or respect? Fear.
Fear. Solid's taken out.
Okay, interesting.
It didn't massively work for them, I think. He's hoping they'll step in. Now's the step in. A lot more damage done to him.
He's still holding.
Than anywhere else. He hasn't given up because 30 seconds. If he can get this, the swing around the corner has won. It's still a dangerous position to play. EFAC caught out. Users gets dropped on the back end on Laundry Stairs, and everybody's dead apart from Shaiko. And a frustrating start here for BDS. They just could not get the pace required. And again, the loss of the Flores, the loss of the other utility drone, then they just kind of had to do this, send it down, Laundry and Freezer Stairs.
I got a joke for you. Nothing that they can hold this down.
Shuri rebuilds, but he's about to get swung. There it is. Pretty easy pickup there by Shaiko on towards the foosball table. The Tiburow will keep them with that position for slight towards it, and Breeday's starting to try and make his way around. There's the start of the pressure, as you said, but it's dropped. Anaton gets EFAC. There's the trade and the pressure. Users takes a lot of damage, but is able to win it out of 2 versus 3 in the meantime. They're still trying to force their way around the corner of the fight and think about where the kit is. Oh, that's sort of in no man's land. As soon as it stepped in, it was dropped rocked and right back out the door. Solotov all the way towards the top white with 10 seconds left. He's about to walk into the first engagement that they're offering to him. A great exchange, and they went out on the Shaiko kill as well. They're just pushing for the fight. He's on the back end. But 1 versus 1 with a Dinger! Yeehaw! Pop that revolver and pop off!
Every time I've seen this site so far at this tournament, it has been a dining side push instead. That has been the focus for teams. They prefer the real long ranges that come from there, because Meeting becomes a little bit of no man's land. Admittedly, the Azami is going to change that here, but that's why they've got the Flores on side. They can shoot through. Maybe here, even get 2 for the price of 1. No, it's going to get itself disabled. That's what the Bulletproof can be quite handy for. So actually, a pretty good setup here, I think, so far, Cyclops, but they're trying to make it happen. He's the head, it's all he needs, and everyone else has fallen. Only 2 left standing, Anaton and BlackRay.
That's where you don't wear a high ponytail in a combat situation. It's just easy to spot. There's a swing that's also very easy to spot. And a 5 versus 1. The C4 will stop the plant.
Okay, nice. But
you
got your one. You got your one.
They know exactly where BlackRay is.
And where he's going to come from as well.
Yeah, they can just move the plant towards the opposite side of the room. Sireneko, not Sireneko, sorry, Shaiko. Similar letters, different order. Yes. Up for the 5 versus 4 on the execute. BDS are going to work that very, very well. BlackRay takes the head off of Licky Fack and both go swing.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
But it's got, you can see the massive explosion radius where it's gone.
I think there was an FNAT around some point. That might have been what they were trying to get rid of there.
Harry Potter player.
There's the pressure. They're inside E-Box. They're going for the drop. Chibisu could try and lock down with the shotgun, but it's Sireneko that gets users. BlackRay does go down, and so does Solotov. Threw himself into smoke. 2 versus 5. They've got freezer control, and they've got the first player. Shaiko's looking for the second, but they're not moving. Look where the kid is. It has to get past this line of Cyclops players, so Shaiko has to force the movement. 10 seconds.
They haven't got to do anything here. Just let the clock run down and hold your angles. Wait for them to push in towards you, because again, you're going to have to see these last 2 players move at some pace, make some calls. They're all the way through. They find one. Anaton hits the deck as well. Shuri, last one left standing. All he's got to do is survive. And yet again, the clock is going to help CAG get it over the line. 3-1.
yet.
Again, it's been a long time here. A minute 45 has gone past before Solotov's inside a kitchen, blowing out that floor from below, so suddenly it's uncomfortable to play inside of kids. And that's what kind of worries me, to be fair, is things have been slow across a couple of rounds here. And I don't necessarily say it's not part of the game plan, it could be, but at least from my observing eye as a caster, it looks a little bit strange that things have been so slow, and Solotov's been at the center of both of those delays.
So Shuri was droned out of the back of green. It's a quick send and a quick denial. Anaton C4 stops the approach from top white, uses his Candelas, net nothing at this point. They're just trying to shove their way in towards the site and see if they can get the puck in. The Damos underneath in the back and forth sort of fight, but they're still so happy to lean into it. Cyclops don't want to stop the engagements. Chibisu does finally get down by Bride. They're inside, putting the pressure on, and Solotov gets caught as well. There it is, back and forth, but Users inside with the kit on the back end, but the timer, Derry. 10 seconds for them to try and cement the plant. The C4 from BlackRay should get the catch, and there it is. Nobody can get to the position and hold F in time. Cyclops, 4 rounds. Trying to find the catch, Solotov from range. Shaiko holds the rotate, does a fair bit of damage, but as the rebuild comes through, it's actually caught out, and there's 2! BlackRay finds Users, and it's sort of falling apart here on the trophy side. The only ones being put up on the walls
Shaiko's
at the EU side. Solotov, he's surrounded.
Shaiko is so chalked. Like, full mental send. There's jump outs coming through. That's a nice kill, nice spot to know where the window is below, but the damage is done. It's 2v4 on the attack. This is grim.
Shuri's just out of there. He knew Solotov wanted the chase. He's just hot-footing it towards tower. BDS tried to alter their approach from how successful it was last time. They thought, well, let's go for the B take on the backside on trophy, and it's the B take for a reason, it seems. It obviously came down to engagements, something BDS are very good at. But now they're desperately trying to find one. BlackRay gets Bride, a 5-1. At this point, this first engagement is Shaiko's.
Nice.
Screams his way up the stairs, gets rid of BlackRay and goes to a position.
Who caused the distraction there? Because someone pulled BlackRay's attention in towards meeting by the looks of it. It's weird because Anaton had control of that room, so I'm not sure why he wasn't watching stairs, but hey, there you go. Mistake compensated for.
A bit of the damage, a bit of the attention onto the hatch itself. They sort of have the problems that we had before, but here comes the biggest problem. EFAC gets one, goes for the second, but he'll be so happy getting one on the swing round after the missed moment for the Candelas. They're going to throw themselves in for the shot and force it with a pistol.
Nice.
Shaiko gets eliminated, but remember that EFAC now has that vertical control, so they have to kind of keep themselves away from this position and keep moving down on the pockets of blue. He's waiting for the retake that's about to hit him on the shoulder. Does he know? Ooh, Shuri really wants the engagement. Remember last time there was a bit of not knowing, and there it is. The vertical's theirs, the sight is theirs a little bit. They've got the first foot in. Users steps himself in to try and rebuff it, goes for the retake on towards elbow as Anaton tries to shuffle the kit. The pillar is where Solotov has rotated to as well. They're either side of Anaton. They've got the swing. Solotov gets the drop. Shuri gets the trade.
One to go.
One towards highway, but look at the time. 3 seconds. They gotta send it. Users repackages out and holds the line. The pressure onto trophy. Now they are underneath, still in classroom. So EFAC with a C4. Bullet. There it is.
There we go. Beautiful.
Yeah, that's just a bit of a mistake moment there. All their droning in, apparent knowledge.
And they make use of classroom themselves when they're on the defense. Let's not forget, like Jibsu's jump out, right? Those are kind of the moments you want at least a drone down there to know what's going on, because he has slipped the net at that point. Maybe it was a timing thing where Shiraneko was the one sat on drones, and then as he's come off, he's made the move, in which case, beautiful timing from EFAC.
Well, the Candelas will get him some cross, but they have nothing else covered. Nah. At this point, this is a very solid BDS hold that Cyclops are trying to just throw themselves at because, well, things have gone out the window. I said it before, if plan A fails, you go to plan B sometimes. Yeah. Plan B sometimes isn't so good. At this point, when you lost your approach onto the hard breach, when you've now lost your Candelas as well, just hucking EMPs.
Great swing as well from Trophy.
Perfectly played. Cyreneko gets one for the stat padding, but at this point, that might even be the only one he gets. Yeah, BDS, 2 rounds in a row.
All right, is it the start of some knowledge of what's going on inside of Dining at the same time? Here he comes.
Straight through the FNAP mine, straight with the drive. Solotov suffers a what a great swing, but Users at least gets one on the back end. So it's not entirely flawless. Rotating themselves down towards the back end.
There's one drop here,
holding on the corner, and that's it. The boogie drone.
The noise more than anything else, I imagine.
Oh, they're in, they're dropped, they're hitting barbed wire, and
they had no idea.
Picked up. Yeah, Users swings around, gets his third, gets his fourth, gets his fifth. Users!
And look how chilly is. The man gets an ace.
This is about to be a freebie, I think.
Hasn't got a clue. No drones on there, no one watching it on the backside, no one flicking through those, and they pay the price. Again, these little mistakes are costing CAG.
Ooh, Cyrenaica does find Shaiko in the same second. BlackRay's about to find him, and now he's gone. He has left the fight, and that allows Solotov to start to move. Look at EFAC. He's coming up the bottom of the stairs. They're trying to pinch the player. EFAC gets the kill. Chibisu and Users and BDS suddenly find ones of their own. And it's just Anaton.
Like, I guess I should move. And it's a comfortable close. And there's the energy. That's the first time I think I've heard them properly. Why nade your own tracks? It's not like a team error.
Yeah, I mean, from the same person. There's Solotov somehow winning it out, and they had all the information. 3 players going for the fight, and they still got the watch. And you're thinking, what are CAG actually gaining here? What are they putting pressure on? There's not really been any territory taken. Shaiko's caught from the double window. The pressure comes round.
I love that. They identified the problem that they couldn't push security doors. They've moved the Capitao upstairs instead. Had him burn out behind the bunk bed, so he has to rotate out, and then someone's holding the angle. A good 3-man play coming through. But Solotov has now found a second. He stepped out into dining, working in towards showers. And now that everyone else is still stuck upstairs, well, BDS have got free roam downstairs. They can put BDS down there with a C4. Leakifac's got one as well. This is going to be so hard for CAG to get over the line. This could be them lining themselves up to lose this game.
The jumping out, bouncing the pressure, an easy catch for Solotov, and, well, we hurtle into the 6th. Yeah, you sort of see the Ossa, you have expectations, and now as the pressure comes, the Ossa is gone! Solotov had the angle, the breach, a second too late. BlackRay, he's trying to find his fight, try and pull the fight back. The kit is above the hatch. Anaton does a lot of damage to him, but not quite enough. There's more forcing of Users' position. Further and further back. Remember how he was able to get aggressive. Anaton gets the vertical on towards EFAC.
Do they know about Users though? I don't know if they know that he's inside of sight here. They've got tracks down. They want to make a drop happen. It's all on BlackRay to make this drop work and get the plant going on through. But Users could be the X factor here.
He has been. The plant is being attempted. He's creeping round. It's 3-4. It's 3-2. They're able to win themselves out. There's 20 seconds. It's all down to Solotov to lock it out here and not go to OT. I said it was this site. Now it's the moment for the man to step up. We know what he's capable of. Do Cyclops. The plant is confirmed. The vertical is there.
No way.
Overtime.
No.
Where we're at right now as well, they've got the 2 sites. They've got themselves to stack up here, and they've gone with a slightly different hole. He's in trouble. But so is Anaton. There's the spray through. Users gets one. BlackRay gets caught as well, and they have fallen for the bait. As at least the trade onto Solotov. However,
for the run-out attempt.
I mean, I think that.
So, as you say, no C4 to be endured this time around. Endured, probably the wrong word, more like decimated by. Cyrenaica's also worked his way up, making use of the smoke cover to get his way through this Kiva barrier at the top of white, but he's found himself picked off by Shaiko. Chibi's got to try and make some magic happen here, and equally, a shotgun at the ready. Down goes Shurip. It's going to be CAG losing out in this round. BDS up to match series and stage point, Emmy.
1 round. Fully opened window into the soul of anyone that splits. This is the drop. This is the fight. All of BDS sending it with the cover of the smoke, the quick play of those Candelas, the pressure to lean them in. Solotov goes down first.
On the
they haven't been able to find it, and that's it. The blind close on the pocket. EFAC, he's stuck in, but they spray blind, and he's a bullet. He somehow survives. It's Chibisu and BlackRay that get 1 apiece, but the kid is cold. Shaiko and BDS, all that's left in a 2 versus 3. They don't get the fleeing player onto elbow, but they have 50 seconds. A lot of time to rethink the structure, and there's not a huge amount of utility to stop it.
There is. They've got two of the stims they can bring out here. They've got smokes, they've got fire. They've still got something to make this happen, but it's not going to matter because Shiraneko is still alive. He's on the ward and he can deal with those smokes. It's not a massive deal.
He has to be in the right place, as called and prophesized before. And Shaiko, he's looking for the right to fight as well. The spray isn't full. As Bride goes for the cover, goes for the bait, Shaiko goes wide and wide. A great rotate is punished! They had them in the palm, and Bride is now watching those fingers close around. A single pop, a single push, round onto the fight. They're not handing it. It's a bulletproof that reveals all secrets and reveals us, Derry. We are going all the way.
Potentially coming in from above too.
Well, there's the play, there's the Shaiko motion, and this is going to be the most important part. White stairs, the power position, it is, and he wins out the first. Anaton
King is gone.
Drifting about, they pull back. Cyreneco's behind him. Cyreneco needs to act because the timer is 40 seconds, and they're still finding fights on the top floor. 4 versus 4, 40 seconds, and they haven't got the hatches at all, but they have got themselves tucked into freezer. However, the space being cleared, 30 seconds, the pressure onto the bottom of the laundry stairs. Everybody is here, everybody is invited, and with 20 seconds left, your eyes can't be anywhere else. Solotov gets the swing onto Black Ray, a cacophony of explosions, and a swing round is traded back out. They're down a 2 versus 3 technical with not a huge amount of time left. Cyreneco doesn't have the confidence of the swing. 8 seconds. They're trying to get the pocket. Users gets 1, and BDS, they get themselves one more chance to survive, but only just.
Pushed to breaking point by Cyclops. Truly tested.